Hello and welcome back to more RimWorld. Nothing really changed since my last episode. Not quite sure why this guy doesn't have power. Oh, is this still turned off? There we go. Alright, so that one was turned off. But yeah, still the same priorities of work currently going on. Hoping to mine out some of this so that I can build some batteries. So let's go ahead and rotate that. Let's go ahead and put down our first battery right away. So these batteries are just going to be important for my current power situation, which is that while my solar generator is running full, I have plenty of extra power. I have 1150, 1.1 kilowatts out of the 1700 that the solar generator can produce. But of course, once that 1700 turns into zero overnight, I am short on power, so that's something that definitely has to be dealt with. Also going to have to run power conduit into here in order for the batteries to actually be useful, so let's go ahead and get that in there. Luckily the battery got built really quick, and as these additional 3 slots for batteries get mined out, I'm going to be building additional batteries there. And luckily it still is pretty early in the day, only 10 in the morning, so that this battery is going to have plenty of time to charge up during the course of the day before it has to start doing its thing. Our prisoner is getting pretty positive about us. In fact, is up to 37 for this convinced by warden happiness. Unfortunately, not any prepared food currently, and that's a bit of a problem. So let's take a look. Let's make sure. Wait, why is this guy free? Oh, has he already been converted? Is he no longer a... Oh, wow, he's not a prisoner anymore. He's already been turned into just a colonist. Very cool. Alright, so let's go back over here to our cook stove. We've got fine meals queued up. But no simple meals. And I don't have the necessary food. Oh, and let's also turn off for simple meals. We don't want to be using our meat for our simple meals, so let's turn that off. And then let's put simple meals to the top. So that means that some simple meals will start getting produced out of the huge amount of like potatoes and agave fruit that I have saved up, even though I don't have any meat. We still have a dead body over here, so let's also handle that. I think graves are under miscellaneous. They are. Let's actually build a couple of graves. They don't take much, and with the way things are going, they will be needed. I also want to go ahead and take over this person, so let's use R to recruit them. I'm curious if... Okay, so we can put these items on them. These are all just t-shirts. Oh, I think I must have already used the armored vest that I had. Okay, never mind. Go back to your thing. Zebra successfully recruited Taz. No, only a 13% chance. Okay, I thought that was really quick for a person to be converted from a prisoner to a colonist, but cool. Alright, with this rain, it's going to hamper my efforts to get my battery charged, it looks like. Yeah, in fact, the battery is already discharging now, so let's go ahead and turn this turret off. And do we have any other turrets that I can get away with? Let's, turn this one off. That'll help slow the drain of power. And in fact, wow, it's actually charging up now, so that's good. Still need a couple more batteries, so let's go ahead and get those built as well. And put in the necessary conduit. Alright, so with all of those batteries, once they start really getting charged up during the day with the solar generator, my power situation will be fine up until I can build a new geothermal plant over here, which I'm sort of delaying. Researched finished. Miners are now more efficient. That's pretty good. I've got plenty of farmable soil, so I don't need that. Don't really care that much about colored lighting. Carpets could be interesting. I would like a way to sort of better decorate environment. Powered doors. Powered strong doors. This actually does interest me. Let's go ahead and research powered strong doors. That'll be a good way to sort of keep my entrances and my walls a little better secured. A group of travelers are passing by. Oh, I should have clicked the button to zoom me in there so I could see where these people actually are, just so I could keep an eye on them. Ah, here they are. I think they're supposed to be friendly enough. Let's see how they're equipped. Tribal wear short bow and tribal wear short bow. Okay, so they are absolutely no threat. Let's check our battery situation. I'm curious how well it holds out. It looks like the rain's tapering off, and the sun's starting to come up, so that's already starting to generate some power, actually. And it looks like with the 2 turrets turned off, I have a power surplus with just my geothermal. I almost feel like that's almost cheating, the ability to just turn turrets on and off. I almost feel like that should be something a colonist has to walk over and do. Otherwise, I could just power up the turrets I need in any given situation, as opposed to just keeping them all always, like... It's too easy to toggle them on and off as needed, so you don't need that much power even for a very large number of turrets. If a colonist had to run over to turn them on and off, I think that would be a little more interesting. Alright, so battery charging up. There is an efficiency on the batteries, apparently, so I'm guessing that means it takes, 2 watt-hours to go in to get 1 watt-hour out. And that one's charging, and that one's charging. Alright, so they're all charging up pretty quickly, and that's going to give me, and I'm going to go ahead and build one final one. So this should give me a lot of stored power capacity, which will be great both for getting me through the evening times when my solar generator's down, but also just in case these were to get blown up. I've got this backup power source while I get them rebuilt. Oh, that's right. We did recruit somebody new, and I'm guessing he's unarmed. Do we have anybody else? Let's go ahead and check and make sure everybody's got some gear. Lee Enfield, M24, pistol. Where's our new guy? I forget his name. Is he out wandering around somewhere? I don't see him. Taz. Ah, there he is. Alright, no sleeping in the middle of the day. You wake up and go equip a pistol. Alright, all 4 batteries now up and running and charging. This one's already at almost a third of its capacity. Still have some good mining to do in here. Let's also do that then. So we'll go ahead and give orders to mine this metal. Great to be able to mine it right here as opposed to I've been doing all of my mining all the way up there. Yes, and decent amount of stone blocks already, and now a good amount of metal too, 277. So that if I did want to go ahead and build a geothermal generator, I almost have enough metal for that now. I could go ahead though and queue up a few more stone blocks. I feel like I've got some idle worker time that I might as well utilize. And let's go ahead and kill that squirrel. Especially since it is a boom rat, actually. Want to make sure we kill it while it's not going to interfere with anything. And that's in my home territory, so someone will go put out that fire pretty shortly. We will unforbid the boom rat so that way it can be used to cook. We'll cancel our firing orders on both of these. Mark that for pickup. Let's go ahead and kill that boom rat. I haven't been doing this very well, keeping up on killing squirrels and boom rats. Oh, there's another one. He's a quick moving one. Alright, so now we get to see how well my battery bank will maintain these turrets being on, even though my solar generator's off. So yeah, I'm currently losing 200 watts. Or there currently is a 200 watt deficiency, so the batteries are draining. Alright, mark that not forbidden. Cancel the attack. Alright, so I've got some meat now, and that's good. Which means I can also reprioritize cooking fine meals. Keep our people happy. Wow, that one just does not want to die. I feel like this turret's been shooting at that thing for a while, and it is close to dead, and I'm guessing that it being nighttime now is helping to make those shots miss. So we will unforbid that, cancel its orders to fire. So yeah, the batteries are actually keeping things running just fine, and the rate that it is declining is really, really slow. It's able to charge much quicker than it is declining over the course of the evening. So using these batteries is a perfectly fine short-term solution, and it would even be fine for me to put up a few more turrets before I actually expand my power generation capability. Which I do now have enough. I have the 300 metal that I need for another geothermal plant. And we can go ahead and expand that just a little bit in case we want to build some more batteries. And there might be a little bit of metal in there, so that might be useful mining time. Alright, so still not sure exactly how I want to finish off these walls. I'm thinking I might just close up the wall here and put my next entrance actually at the corner here. No, actually I don't think it's going to be an entrance. Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and build stone wall. I'm going to close this off. I think this is my corner here. So we'll do that. And security. Improvised turret there. And an improvised turret there. And then sandbags. So I want it sitting outside the wall to get it a better arc of fire, that it's something standing right next to the wall, it can still shoot at it, and these turrets can sort of cover each other a bit. So that's why they're sort of sticking out from the wall. And then I've got this spot here that a colonist would be able to access in order to repair the turret during a fight, and they'll get cover from the walls and sandbags. I do feel like I'm going to need an entrance close to this area, though, so I'm almost thinking we'll do like a wall, that can be the door, and this can be a wall. Yes, this is good. So this will sort of cover my corner and give me a good arc of fire in several directions around the corner. And then I'll have the door right there, which let's actually go ahead and put in the door. Just a wood door for now. And power conduit. Yeah, so this will give me access in and out of my base for anybody needing to head this direction. Good cover in several directions. And now a completely solid, cohesive wall on this whole, like, half of my base, which is pretty nice. Because I've got the graves here, I don't want to put a doorway here. I'm thinking I might put another doorway here, or at least another turret. I think I just need another turret here, because then I've got the doorway that I'm putting in here and then here. Or really, I feel like I don't need a doorway here. I think I'd rather have it more centered, like right here. So that means... Ooh, not metal wall. Stone wall. Definitely don't want an entrance close to my power generation capability. That would not be a safe place for a wall. Still need this area to get cleaned out and this stuff hauled away. Which it's been marked to do. I don't know why that's taking so long. And we can, for security, place another sandbag there. And deconstruct that. Yeah, and so I'm going to put another turret here, and then a full doorway with 2 turrets here. Maybe just 1. Yeah, I'm actually thinking almost just 1 turret will be enough right here. Next to the doorway, because I'm going to have 1 here and 1 here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that started. So, that'll be the spot for the turret. That'll be the doorway. That'll be more wall. And I'm thinking 1 more turret right here. Yeah, let's do that. So this is actually... Wow, this is eating up a lot of my metal. So it looks like I'm going to wait quite a bit longer for my next power plant. I'm really going to have to rely on these batteries, which are continuing to charge up more during the day than they're draining at night, so I'm fine. And we still need a door right there. And then I'll have a final door down here, along with a final turret as well. So the door would probably go there. Ooh, wait, no, actually it won't. Might have to be all the way over here if I'm going to put another turret. I'm actually thinking I might stick it out a little bit here. So I might put the turret further out in order to be able to shoot around this wall. That if I put it here, the wall's going to be blocking its angle of attack. So if we put the turret out here, sandbags, sandbag it there as well. And we'll put it like that, and that way the turret can easily shoot at the door as well. And a final door. I'm just doing the wood doors for now. Once I finish my research of the nicer doors, I'll probably start replacing them. And then we need to put down some conduit, and I need to order more mining to happen, because I am out of metal. Oh, but there is metal here, so I'm not out of metal, it's just not in my storage area. But we'll go ahead and queue up some more mining anyways. Not going to build any more batteries, because yeah, these are charging more than they're draining, and there's a lot of charging left to do, so no possible reason to build more batteries at this point. Wow, so after this, the only real hole left in my base is going to be over here, and that's purely because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to design this area with having to build another geyser. One of the moons of this planet has orbited in front of the sun. An eclipse has begun. Oh, I thought the nighttime hit kind of quick. I'm like, wow, it's getting dark already. So this kind of sucks for me. I mean, although my people are now still working, which is good, I do have the problem that my power output, which is at least partly dependent on this solar generator, does not currently function. But we've got our huge battery bank to help us out. Still a bit of conduit to lay down here before these turrets will actually be functional. And I also never built this conduit. Yeah, I was trying to see if I should run the conduit like that and over, but I don't think it really would have mattered. And we'll build that conduit there. And the final run there. Alright, so after that's done, yeah, this whole direction is going to be very well defended. Oh, and I still haven't put down these, or that turret at least. That should actually be fine. I think I'll skip this one for the time being and just save the metal. We'll continue mining this area as long as it is metal. We'll just make a nice big hole in here. Could eventually use this area for additional rooms and building as well. Oh, and I didn't really think about it, but now that I do have another colonist, I think every bed is taken. Does appear to be the case. Alright, so before that becomes a problem and I get another colonist, I should go ahead. And build another room. Put down wood floors. I really don't like this, that these stone tiles, I feel like they're kind of hard to see, at least at night right now. But yeah, that's a little weird. But I do need to put stone tile right there. And a wood door. And I'll wait for that to finish before I put down the lamp in the bed. I'm curious how long it takes for these attacks to get a little more intense. So far, all the attacks that have come in have been like 2 and 3 people. Ooh, armor vest. 2 and 3 people attacking with poor weapons. But what I want to make sure of is the people that I have armed with like this, the M24. Yeah, here we go. You come over here and wear the armor vest. I want to make sure my guy with the M24 and my guy with the Lee Enfield, or my colonist with the Lee Enfield and M24 are my most heavily equipped. Oh wow, I didn't see this guy come in. Alright, so a group of pirates from the Hatchet Cheetahs have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. Oh wow, there's 3 of them. I really wish I had seen this sooner. Alright. So this is the big group, so we'll go ahead and move them over there. That turret's powered, that turret's powered, that turret's powered, so that's good. This one is unpowered, and I've got one of them attacking around here. So we'll turn that on. And these haven't been connected, so they're not drawing. I should be able to maintain that many. Alright. Let's unpause. Everybody is converging. Wow, they're like throwing bombs at me. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Alright. Yeah, this guy with the Molotov cocktails has got to be my... Oh, why can't I... Alright, who doesn't have a pistol? Let's take everyone with a long-range weapon. And target that guy. Alright, where's the Lee Enfield guy? Alright, pistol, 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 Lee Enfield. Alright. F. Oh, maybe... Oh, I think it's because he's out of range and out of line of sight. So let's move you. And does Chef, who has the M24? Oh, there we go. Zebra. Alright, so you two come over here. And target him. F him. Yeah, what I don't want to do is put all of them exposed to gunfire unnecessarily, especially while this turret's still working. It's funny though, just as I start talking about how the quality of these attacks isn't very good, I'm suddenly getting, like, hammered. Alright, his health is down to 37, his is 41. Why are they shooting at both of them? Alright, let's have you all pull up, because they can't really do any damage right here. Let's make them move into turret range. Oh, they're not going to, are they? Alright, let's do this. firing range time. There we go. Alright, that worked well. Alright, strip that person. Strip that person. I thought that might be a bulletproof vest. Alright, you're free to go. Strip that person. And you're free to go. And we'll go ahead and mark all of these items not forbidden. Wow, those Molotov cocktails were just brutal against me and completely killed that turret. Not a bad turret to have die, though. I was entirely planning on relocating this one and pushing it out. Or at least, it will be much more valuable over here, whereas, like, if they killed one of these outer turrets that are in a more important position. Oh, wow, this whole area got blown up. I didn't even see anybody over here. Wow, and this whole area, too. Okay, I need to pay better attention. I figured since that was just one guy by himself, he wasn't going to be able to do very much, but they did a lot of damage to my base. Good learning experience. Lets me realize that these improvised turrets are not the amazing weapons that I perhaps thought they were. Oh, it looks like he came in through, like, this area, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I wish I could have seen that. Do I need to move it further out, maybe? Because, like, when it is here, this is still blocked by a lot of wall, that maybe if it's even further out. Let's try that. And we'll do the same thing with this guy. Actually, this one doesn't seem as important to be out like that. And we build our... Actually, I guess that could be stone wall. And then sandbags. And more stone wall. Should this be? I feel like this should be stone wall, as opposed to sandbags. And that would provide better cover for anybody repairing this turret. And I'm also going to... Yeah, these are a little more spread out than they were, but I like that. And so this will be regular stone wall. There we go. Let's go ahead and block that in. And I think this should get repaired automatically. I don't think I have to do anything to order this portion of wall to be repaired. Gonna need a little bit more conduit. I guess I don't have to take the power conduit all the way up to. The turret, but at least get it sort of closer. I think these turrets were never even powered up, so that could be why this area ended up being vulnerable. Stone blocks build's complete, but that's fine. I've got 500, so that's more than adequate. Need to keep this mining going, though. I still need a lot of metal to be able to build everything that I need, especially security-wise. Oh, was I planning on putting a door here? Why isn't this a wall? Oh, no, I just needed to get that conduit out of the way, so we can go ahead and complete this wall. Alright, so this area should be nice and secure. We will go ahead and put down that turret and that turret. And build out the power conduit a little more. I'm trying to remember exactly how I had this area built out. So I'm guessing this could be stone wall. Really, that one could have been too. Let's do it like that. Having them a little bit separated, I'm realizing, would have been a better idea too. Otherwise, like, one Molotov cocktail can potentially hit both of them, I think. That's not ideal. Let's do what we did with this one and move it out a little bit more. Sandbags like that. And some stone wall. I'm trying to think if this wall is going to limit its ability. No, because this section right here is going to be more limiting in being able to like fire out in weird angles. This piece of wall right there won't really harm its firing angles. Alright, so that's pretty good. I like this arrangement. These turrets are a little further apart than they were. This one's a little further out from the wall, which might be helpful, maybe not. And the smaller amount of sandbags and more amount of stone walls will help protect anybody repairing it. Alright, so that improvised turret is in progress. Plenty of metal over here. I'm going to go ahead and stop mining. That's just a waste of time now. Because although I look up here and I don't see any metal, that's just a hauling issue. Let's make sure that there is still fine meals queued up, and there are, and that's the priority, and then we'll put simple meals after that. Running low on food, though. I mean, I got a lot of potato plants about to finish growing here, though, so I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue. Yeah, and I still have 45 potatoes, 67 berries, 54 agave fruit, so I'm alright in terms of food. Alright, this area is really vulnerable right now. I really need to pay attention, because if somebody does come in and attack this direction, I'm going to be in a world of hurt, because they can just walk right in, and with the exception of this turret, there's nothing stopping them from going in and attacking my power generation capabilities. Like, if they stood here and shot at it, this turret can't reach them. This turret isn't built yet. This turret isn't built yet. This one's probably... nope, not built yet. So this is the only thing stopping them from destroying my power. So I want to make sure I don't have anybody idle. That would be a big problem right now. I've got plenty of stuff to do in terms of both producing food, because I've got no meals ready, even though I've got meat. I'm just going to take a look. And kill that. That one's a little too close. Now these turrets are not ready yet anyways. There we go. Food. And something else I've forgotten to build is doors. So we'll build a door there. And these doors are not probably very effective at keeping out people, just because they're little basic wooden doors, but they should help to keep out the squirrels. Alright, so we cancel that kill order. Do the same over here and mark those as retrievable. Oh, wait. There, now we do it. Luckily the rain means that the fire from that one is not a problem. Alright, so that's more food for the nicer meals. Let's make sure the butcher table is... okay, yeah, so that is set to forever, so as soon as there is meat, or as soon as there is a dead animal, rather, it will get butchered right away and turned into meat. Oh, they've started hauling some of the metal, so it is actually in my stockpile. And wow, my graves have already filled up. So let's go ahead and build more of those. I don't think there's a downside to letting a hostile person sit there just in the dumping zone instead of getting them a grave. I know that if a colonist sits there when people walk past the dead colonist, that causes unhappy thoughts. But just for my own peace of mind, I would like to get all of them buried. Yeah, definitely wish these were ready. I could be killing off more boom rats as soon as I have more turrets. Yeah, building definitely taking longer than I'd like, although the day is going to be starting again soon. There's part of me that almost wants to bust this wall back open and build a turret right here that could get even more shooting time. Alright. Strong door research is done. Mortars is starting to get tempting. These attacks have been getting bigger, so if somebody were to come at me with like long-range weapons, I would be in trouble. Slag refining, just not necessary. I haven't been attacked by mechanoids. Nutrient... I'm mostly cooking my meals and not using my synthesis thing. So that's not hugely valuable. Mortars, again, I would kind of like. Cremation. Vaporize unwanted corpses. I can bury them. Burying is fine. For the time being. Actually, no, let's do that. Because I'm realizing this graveyard's starting to take up a lot of room. So let's go ahead and get cremation going. Oop, and a boom rat. Well, just walked right in. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying for the time being, is until my defenses are fully built, I'm still having boom rats just wander into my base, and because there is so much stuff in here now, trying to wait for them to get to a spot where I can blow them up safely is going to be harder and harder to do. Alright, so that one's still being built, that one's still being built. Still got plenty of metal, though. Plenty of stone blocks. That's something I could do, is build stone pathways between my buildings and the doors over here. Oop, I just saw a boom rat right over. There he is. Wow, shooting into the base with these is really hard. The angles that I can actually do it are pretty low. Wow, yeah, he's got to be, like, over here. So yeah, having a couple of internal turrets will definitely be useful. Wow, 3 boom rats are in here now. That kind of sucks. Alright, let's slow things down. Let's get Raj to... come here. Why don't you go ahead and kill this guy? Oop, not the crops. No, not the building. So many boom rats right now. Alright, you go put out this fire. You're standing right over here. What are you doing? Alright, you go put out that one. Alright, so the boom rat problem that I was starting to develop with having so many of them here is a little bit better. Alright, let's have you back away so that you don't blow yourselves up. Alright, put out that fire, you put out that one. Oop, you can stop shooting. Make that not forbidden anymore. You're free to go. You can stop shooting. Alright, so that was actually good. There was a lot of boom rats all of a sudden, like, inside my base. Again, I really just need to wall this up sooner rather than later. Although I am running out of metal already, so let's go ahead, queue up the next round of mining orders. And this metal is starting to run out. I'm going to also mark these 2 little squares right there. So yeah, once that happens, I'm going to have no choice but to be sending my guys to mine over here. If things really got too hostile, I could try and just start mining into here and eventually mine over to here and probably encounter some metal in this area. Alright, but this security on this part of the wall is looking pretty good. These guys still need a little more conduit to get power. Apparently. I feel like that conduit should be close enough. Alright, but at least everything over here is now all built and up and running. Even with this thing not at full strength. See where my deficit is. Maybe like 800, so I'm really going to be pulling pretty strong on these batteries now with a large number of turrets. Something like this middle turret, he can go off. Almost want to say the same with this one. That these middle turrets that are like otherwise protected by, you know, this one and this one overlap it, and then with this one it's got this and this overlapping it, that they can be shut off. This one's a little farther away, and so will this one be a little bit farther away, so I think I might keep them powered up all the time. And I still need one down here. Alright, stone blocks, I'm fine. Silver, I've got a nice supply. Decent amount of food, but not really a ton. Oh wow, plenty of meat though, so let's make sure we've got plenty of fine meals queued up. Because I've got them meat to do it, so there's no reason not to. So yeah, 20 fine meals queued up because I do have 39 butchered meat ready to go. Not sure why these guys are just standing around. Oh, these are not my people. These are just random people. What are you wearing? What do you got? Alright, handful of stones and short bows. Ah, here we go. A group from the Lax Rock are visiting the colony. Alright, feel free to visit. Have fun. Alright, so I am officially completely out of metal. That'll prevent me from building that turret. And that's actually it. For things that I have currently queued up, the only thing I can't build is this one turret. Everything else is good to go. What I'm kind of tempted to do is mine out this metal and then just replace it with stone walls. Let's actually do that. I don't know how strong just this like rock is in comparison to a stone wall. Oh, it's actually, this appears stronger, so these only have 500 hit points, whereas this has 650. So that's actually a good idea, is to mine this out. Oh wait, but mineral deposits have 1500. Oh well, that's fine. I didn't care about these being mineral deposits. Them just being stone walls should be enough. Now that this potato crop's being harvested, I definitely have a surplus of potato, which is good. Plenty of fine meals being produced. That should help overall colony happiness. Alright, so once this is done, all of my perimeter security is entirely complete except for this area. So let's go ahead, build our power. Not enough... Oh, okay, so I can't build it because I don't have enough, Oh, there's the steam geyser. I feel like I should be able to lay this down. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, is lay that down so I can see the outline of it. I want to have a little bit of a barrier, like an air gap, between the wall and the power plant. Alright, so we're going to do that for the time being and just completely wall this in. What I'll probably end up doing is I'm thinking like a turret over here. And then another turret like over here. And that should give me good coverage from anybody coming in this direction will be covered by this turret, and then people coming in from this direction can be covered by that turret. I'm tempted to not bother with a door over here. If anything, I could just dig out a little tunnel right here. And although that would then force me to build additional turrets, which would be non-ideal. I feel like I already have a lot of turrets. Which probably isn't a lot of turrets for later in the game, but for this point in the game, I feel like I've got a pretty good number of turrets already. Alright, still waiting on all this mining to happen to give me the metal that I need for my new thermal plant to build, and I also need to go ahead and might as well run the power conduit, which won't be that big. I only have to run it into this building, and then that sort of carries it into the rest of the network. But once I have this, these batteries become completely unnecessary to get me through the nighttime, I'm guessing. That the power generation I have will be fine, and these will just be backups in case one of my other power systems get knocked out. And we can actually confirm that. So this puts out, yeah, these things put out 3,600 watts, and I'm only short 550 watts. That means that once I get the second one online, I could even keep my other turrets online. Why is this not working? It's got conduit. Or can the conduit not travel through this turret? Is that the problem? Do I need to do... Oh yeah, because it's not like a wall, so I need to build that conduit there to actually connect this fully in. That was my problem. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this on. Oh, okay, and kill that guy. And you kill him. Oh, stop. Stop shooting. Please stop shooting. Oh. The stupid boom rat crawled right over the sandbags. That's a little bit annoying. It slows them down. But it does not actually kill them. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Huh, I might have to rethink things. I'm almost thinking I need to build walls behind this. Like, well, this can actually get replaced by a stone wall. So let's do that. Let's deconstruct that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And what I can basically do is what I already have sort of shaped up for over here, which is build a door that'll prevent access in and out of the colony. And I could do the same there and there. So yeah, this means that this will stop the boom rats from getting in and out. I didn't realize this would be a problem. So structure, stone wall, there and there and there and there and there, and then a bunch of wood doors. Which then makes these obsolete. As long as things can crawl over the sandbags, well, I'll keep it for the time being. Yeah, these doors are actually less necessary than I originally thought. Because I didn't think about that. The things can climb over the sandbags. They slow it down, but they're mostly just meant to provide cover, not to actually be a full-on wall. Alright, got the crematorium built. Let's do carpet making next. Be able to make our people a little happier. And let's go ahead and start building our first turret over here. Can take some of what we learned. So this will be a door after it gets deconstructed. Alright, these turrets are all now powered on. Well, this one's not. Which I'm not quite understanding. How this one could be and this one is not. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Alright, so my boom rat security and squirrel security is further improved. I didn't realize there were deficiencies, but I apparently did have some deficiencies. This wall is not getting repaired. Luckily it's not very damaged, that's not a big deal. Ah, but this is all done in here, or at least mostly done. So let's go ahead and start building out some stone wall. Just to provide protection between the batteries, so that one blowing up, there's some protection for the others not blowing up. Put in that wood door. Oh, am I out of wood? I have not been paying attention to that. Alright, orders. Chop wood. Let's see how much wood we still have within our borders. I don't think it's going to be very much. Luckily I can harvest some from like right outside the doors. Shouldn't have to travel too far for it. Yeah, definitely still weak defensively down here, but at least I do have a solid wall, and I'll have a turret here soon that'll protect most angles, basically as long as somebody doesn't come directly from, like, over here, I should be fine. And once I build this turret, that won't be a problem anymore. And as long as I am short on wood, I might as well deconstruct these doors that are, in fact, unnecessary. Cancel that deconstruction. How are you? Oh, I see how you're idle. Can you not walk over the battery? Huh. Well, that wasn't very good. What do we do here? Orders. Do some mining. And deconstruct that. Didn't think about that these batteries are solid and that can't be walked through. Wow. Researching is going quick. Oh, I guess I've had 2 people doing a lot of my researching now, where before I only had enough colonists for 1 to sometimes be researching. I've had 2 people doing it pretty constantly. I've got plenty of food production, so I feel like nutrient resynthesis just is so unnecessary. Mortars. When in doubt, build stuff that can blow things up. Am I right? Alright, I'm feeling pretty good. My security is where I had hoped it would be. I learned a little bit about some of the design decisions I had previously made. So I'll continue building doors where they need to be and replacing them where they're not necessarily. Build my last turret down here, and my security external will be fine. I might build some more interior turrets, and then I think it's going to be trying to build out my population. Don't really know sort of what else to do. I mean, I can't just keep mining metal and keep building turrets and keep building rooms and just making things bigger and bigger, but definitely feel like I'm sort of at a point where things have gotten pretty easy. Wow, and I'm actually low on wood and have not a ton of metal, but I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and let's build a royal bed. Why not? I've not built one yet. So yeah, things are in good shape. Things are in very good shape. And I will just sort of continue grinding through, but definitely feel like I'm starting to hit a point where I just want to hurry up and see how big the attacks that I'm going to get hit with are and how big of a defense one needs. But we'll get there eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. I appreciate you watching. If you want to make sure to catch these bigger attacks when they happen, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And leave a comment. Let me know if there's something else I should be doing. Should I be trying to build interior farming because that's something you want to see? Should I be building out my security because I'm dumb if I don't and I'm about to get hit with some big attacks? Are stone walls inadequate, or is only one layer of walling inadequate and I need to go deeper, leave your comments, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them, and I hope to see you next episode.